Title: Travis utterly dumbfounded after Taylor makes shocking remark on their relationship. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, the golden couple of the moment, had become synonymous with love goals. Paparazzi shots of their matching outfits, playful banter, and electric chemistry had the world hooked. But during a recent live interview, Taylor dropped a bombshell that left Travis and the audience completely stunned. It all started innocently enough. Taylor was invited onto a popular late-night show to discuss her latest album and her whirlwind romance with Travis. Looking radiant in a sparkling silver dress, she charmed the audience with her wit. The host, sensing the nation's curiosity, asked the question on everyone's mind. "So, Taylor, tell us, what's it like dating Travis Kelce? You two seem perfect for each other." Taylor laughed softly before tilting her head, her signature thoughtfulness flashing across her face. "Well," she began, "Travis is incredible. He's kind, funny, and has the biggest heart. But..." The audience leaned forward. Even Travis, who was sitting in the green room watching the segment live, froze mid-sip of his drink. What could she mean by "but"? Taylor continued, "If I'm being honest, I've always wondered if our connection is as deep as it seems or if we're just swept up in the excitement of the spotlight." Gasps filled the studio. Travis's jaw dropped, and his teammates, watching from a group chat, bombarded him with texts. "Dude, what's she talking about? Bro, did you know about this?" The host, equally shocked, tried to diffuse the tension. "Wow, Taylor. That's pretty honest. Does Travis know you feel this way?" Taylor sighed, her vulnerability piercing through the screen. "I haven't had the heart to tell him. I love the moments we share, but I need to know if what we have is real and not just a fairy tale fed by the media frenzy." Back in the green room, Travis was utterly dumbfounded. Was this her way of breaking up with him? Or was she challenging him to prove their love wasn't just a headline? Determined to get answers, Travis did something unprecedented. He walked onto the set, mid-show, catching everyone off guard. The audience erupted in cheers and whispers as the towering NFL star made his way to Taylor. Taylor's eyes widened. "Travis? What are you doing here?" Travis grabbed a microphone from the host, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "Taylor, I had no idea you felt this way. But let me tell you something, I'm not here for the cameras or the hype. I'm here for you. And if you need proof, I'll give you all the time in the world to see that what we have is real." The audience erupted into applause. Taylor's eyes filled with tears as she stood, taking his hand. "Travis, I'm sorry for springing this on you like this. I just needed to be honest." The two embraced as the crowd cheered, and the host jokingly asked, "So, does this mean we're getting a love song out of this?" Taylor laughed through her tears. "Maybe, but only if it has a happy ending." As they walked off the stage hand in hand, the world realized their story wasn't just a headline, it was a journey of love, honesty, and two people figuring out how to keep it real amidst the chaos of fame. Travis utterly dumbfounded after Taylor makes shocking remark on their relationship. It was an ordinary Sunday afternoon, the kind where everything felt calm, and the world seemed to pause for just a moment. Travis Kelce, star tight end of the Kansas City Chiefs, was lounging on the couch, scrolling through his phone. Taylor Swift, the global pop sensation, sat next to him, casually flipping through a book. Their relationship, much discussed in the media, had reached a new chapter, one that seemed like a fairy tale. But little did Travis know, this Sunday would turn his world upside down. "I've been thinking," Taylor said, breaking the silence in her soft, yet undeniably serious tone. She closed the book and turned to face him, her eyes glittering with a mix of curiosity and mystery. Travis looked up from his phone, expecting some lighthearted comment or maybe a witty remark about the latest meme she had seen. But what Taylor said next was anything but ordinary. "I think we need to have an open relationship," she stated bluntly, as if she were talking about the weather. "I don't want to be tied down in the traditional sense, and honestly, I think it might be the healthiest way forward for both of us." Travis blinked, momentarily speechless. He didn't know if he had heard her right. His heart seemed to stop as the words echoed in his mind. Open relationship, was she serious? Was this a test? Had he misinterpreted something all along? "Wait, hold on," Travis finally stammered, standing up and pacing. "Are you saying we should see other people? Like, at the same time?" Taylor nodded, her expression unreadable. "Exactly. We don't have to hide anything. I think it would make us stronger, allow us to grow individually, and still be there for each other. I know it's unconventional, but think about it, Trav. We've both been in the spotlight for years, living under a microscope. We're not just regular people. We need to explore new ways of being together." Travis stood there, dumbfounded, trying to process what had just been laid on him. The idea felt like a punch to the gut, yet at the same time, something in Taylor's voice made him wonder if she was onto something. He had always admired her for thinking outside the box, but this? This was something completely unexpected. "I don't know," he mumbled, his mind racing. I thought we were good, you know? We've been through a lot already. I didn't think." Taylor took a step closer, her hand gently resting on his arm. "I know it's a lot to take in, but think about it from a place of freedom, not fear. We don't need labels, we don't need restrictions. We can still love each other, just in a different way. This doesn't mean we're ending anything. In fact, it might even make what we have stronger." Travis's brain was still struggling to catch up with the conversation. Love without labels? Freedom without boundaries. He was a simple guy in many ways, and this new, abstract form of love felt like a concept he wasn't quite ready to embrace. I need time to process this, Tay, he finally said, the weight of her words hitting him all at once. This is way more than I signed up for. Taylor smiled softly, brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. I understand. Take all the time you need. But just know, this is my truth. You don't have to agree with it right now, but I wanted to be honest with you. I think you'll come around eventually. With that, Taylor stood up and gave him a quick kiss on the cheek, her movements graceful and unhurried. No rush, Trav. But remember, love isn't always what people expect it to be. It's what we make of it. As she walked away, Travis stood frozen, his mind spinning. Could this really be the future of their relationship? Was this something he could handle? As much as he loved her, the thought of other people being involved felt like a betrayal, a violation of the intimacy they shared. Later that night, as he lay in bed, his thoughts were a whirlwind. Taylor's words echoed in his ears, and for the first time in a long time, Travis felt utterly lost. He had always been sure of himself on the football field, but this was different. This was life. This was love. He closed his eyes, wondering if he'd ever truly understand the complex, enigmatic woman who had stolen his heart. The next day, he would find himself in the midst of a whirlwind media storm. What Taylor had said was bound to leak, it always did. But for now, Travis was left alone with his thoughts, trying to figure out where the shocking new chapter of his life would take him. Travis utterly dumbfounded after Taylor makes shocking remark on their relationship. It was the night of the biggest music award show of the year, and the entire world seemed to be watching. Taylor Swift had just won another major award, her acceptance speech was poised, polished, and as always, a crowd favorite. But this time, things were different. Sitting in the front row, Travis Kelce was beaming with pride. It was clear to everyone in the room that the NFL star had found someone truly special in Taylor. Their relationship had been nothing short of a whirlwind, paparazzi following them on date nights, fans obsessing over their every move, and tabloids trying to turn every innocent moment into a dramatic headline. But nothing prepared Travis for what happened next. As Taylor walked up to the microphone, she gave a warm smile to the audience and thanked her fans, but there was something off in her tone. There was an intensity behind her eyes that no one had seen before. She cleared her throat and began, "This award means so much to me, not just because of the music, but because of the journey I've been on lately, with someone very special." The audience's whispers grew louder as they leaned in, sensing something unexpected. Travis smiled, thinking this was just another sweet moment for Taylor to shout him out. But the words that followed were enough to make his heart drop. I want to talk about love, Taylor continued, her voice steady, because I've learned a lot about it this year. About expectations, about boundaries, about what it really means to be in a relationship. Travis furrowed his brow, sensing the shift in the air. This wasn't the playful Taylor he was used to. She was about to say something that made him feel, well, dumbfounded. She paused, letting the room fall silent, before dropping the bombshell. You see, love isn't always as perfect as it seems on Instagram, and sometimes the person you're with isn't exactly who you thought they'd be. The crowd collectively gasped, eyes darting toward Travis, whose smile had completely faded. Was this a joke? Was she talking about him? Taylor gave a half-smile, then added, and sometimes, it's the small things, like when someone doesn't know how to properly make a cup of coffee. Or when they think that wearing a hoodie makes them immune to bad hair days. The crowd chuckled nervously, but Travis, utterly dumbfounded, sat frozen in his seat. His mind raced. Was she joking? Was this some kind of playful, teasing remark? It didn't feel like it. In fact, it felt serious. Taylor's eyes scanned the crowd, but she didn't seem to be looking at him directly. She was speaking to the entire room, and yet it felt like she was speaking only to him. I guess what I'm saying is, Taylor went on, sometimes, love means accepting the unexpected. The quirks, the flaws, the moments that make you wonder if you're in over your head. Travis sat, speechless. He wasn't sure whether to laugh or cry. Had he missed something? Was there a problem in their relationship he didn't know about? He replayed every moment of their time together, every coffee date, every quiet conversation. Had he made a mistake? Was he just another unexpected in her life? Taylor's speech was nearing its end. She smiled warmly, but there was a trace of something Travis couldn't quite place. She took a breath, then wrapped up with, but hey, we all have our unexpected moments, don't we? The crowd erupted into applause, but for Travis, the world had stopped. As the cameras flashed, he forced a smile, but inside, he was spinning. What did this all mean? Was their relationship in trouble? Or was this just Taylor being Taylor? As the show continued, Travis found himself lost in his thoughts. Taylor, meanwhile, made her way to the backstage area, her phone buzzing in her pocket. She hadn't meant to drop a bombshell, but she could tell Travis was rattled. She sent him a quick text, I was just joking, Travis. I love you. But for now, Travis was still sitting there, utterly dumbfounded, his mind racing, as he tried to decipher if he was the punchline of the joke, or just the beginning of something far more complicated.